Hey guys, I'm just stepping back up in here because I wanted to talk about Friday, man, and why Friday is like the craziest day of the week, man. Friday is Hollywood's favorite day, right? And I'm gonna break it down. Obviously, we know this, right? I'm just getting the live stream going for TikTok, right? And it is right. It's not lost on me. Obviously, it's not lost on me that today is Good Friday, right? So I got the day off, so it's already good for me. I'm just gonna break that out right now. But Friday, if we look back, man, let me go back a little bit, man. Friday has historically been one of Hollywood's favorites, if not the favorite day of the week of Hollywood, right? Like Sunday gets some movies in there. They're usually always like gonna be church or gospel related movies. Not that's bad. I don't know any other day of the week that's really coming in like that, man. Like I'm being really, really honest. Like you can just see we got a plethora of Friday movies, including a trilogy, like several trilogies of franchises based around Friday. I don't know any other day of the week that has that. And we're going to talk about a couple of them, but we can see some of the big names here. But let's kind of get a little bit deeper. Obviously, box office smash, iconic movie Friday, 1995, Ice Cube's release. Right, this was directed by F. Gary Gray, who will go on to do some other really nice films like Set It Off and some other stuff I've seen. I can't pull them to mind right now. Obviously, starring Ice Cube, who comes from NWA fame and will go on and kind of like dominate, at this kind of level of filmmaking. Done a great job with the whole Friday series and going on into other stuff, right? Then, of course, the budget. This is a small budget movie. This is $3.5 million totality. That's salaries and everything. That's after production, all that stuff, permits, everything you need, bribing people off, cast services and all that. $3.5 million, and went to box office and made them $27 million. So really good investment, and you can see enough to spawn off an entire franchise based off of Friday. So we know where Friday's at. Like in the hood, obviously Friday was all good. This is a hood legend right here, just like a global iconic movie. Freaky Friday, like we've seen a couple of iterations of this movie. This came out. When did this come out, man? This is 2003. This iteration, directed by Mark Walters. Obviously, Jamie Curtis, is well known as the Scream Queen, like legendary, man. Her father was Tony Curtis, right? If you didn't know this, her father was Tony Curtis. Her mother was Janet Leigh. And Janet Leigh herself is the woman in Psycho. In the original Hitchcock flick Psycho, the woman that gets stabbed up, you probably recognize her like this. That's probably how you recognize her. That's Jamie Lee Curtis's mom. So Jamie Lee Curtis, Janet Leigh, Tony Curtis, Jamie Lee Curtis, right, is the name. Now this one she did, of course, with Lindsay Lohan, who we know Lindsay Lohan from Jail and some Disney movies and stuff like that. Maybe she did a record. I don't know if she did music or not. Maybe I'm confusing her with someone else. But Lindsay Lohan, this movie they did in '03. I think this was another Disney kind of like, this was definitely a Disney flick. They put 26 million into this movie. This movie made 160 million dollars on the back end of it. So Friday again pulling very strong, right? For some reason we just keep on Fridays, right? Thank God it's Friday. This is back in the day, man. This is the disco era movie. This is the time when my mom would leave me at home to watch for myself while her and her friends went out to the disco. That's what the thing in 1978 was, right? And this film was directed by Robert Klein. This was a great movie. Like Donna Summer, who was obviously the great, an artist, a great music artist during the disco era. And Jeff Goldblum, right? Jeff Goldblum's kind of a legend in Hollywood now. Small budget, 2.2 million, which is a lot back then. Made 5 million, so still a profitable movie. This was a movie. This was all about the freedom, like the music and the birth of like that weekend energy. And disco thrived on it. Like disco, and the other counter component was cocaine. So Friday nights, disco music and cocaine, you had yourself a party, and that's what this movie was all about. Here, this is a weird time in American history. Like I said, I was a child during this period of time, which is why we got to look at them boomers, man. This is the boomers. This is the boomers, right? Thank God it's Friday, because we're gonna go on wild out, right? And that's what they did. All right. Another great Friday movie here. Obviously, everybody's gonna know this one. Friday the 13th, man. One of the most successful movie franchises of all time. This comes out in 1980. Very slim budget for this bad boy. Like, knowing how it looks, I'm not surprised. But seeing that actual budget, a $500,000 budget that made them $59.8 million at the box office alone, right? So I would have been, look, you roll that dice, you hit that number, man, you out, you take your bread and you leave. but they continued making hits off of this movie franchise. So like Friday has been a bankable movie, and there's a lot more Friday movies out there, man. I just wanted on Good Friday, since we're talking about Friday, just to be about Friday. And there we have on Friday, you got Friday coming from me on your man on Friday. All right. So we'll be back later, probably do a little more serious myth streams later, but I just want to get this one in for you guys. Peace out. Have a good, happy Friday, or good Friday. And go watch Friday right now.